All right. Hopefully everything is working out good again. And let's get started with part 3 of Pokemon Ruby. So I think we last left off with beating the 5th gym leader. Did a couple of things after that. But we'll start off, let's go do the trick room. And let's see who I have up front. Let's try to do, maybe it'll be some easier people to fight. We'll use, let's see if we can get Slugma some experience. And then I think the experience share is still on Electrike, but as soon as he evolves, we'll move it over to someone else. Alright, and I don't want to get the items, since they're just mail, usually in the trick room, the overworld items like that. Let's fight the trainers. Yeah, I went back and looked at part 2 on this, and it obviously not perfect, but still much better. Much more consistent audio and stream as well. It didn't lag or anything or skip a bunch of frames like it did the first time. So hopefully we can kind of rock with these settings for now, and then if needed we can change it up. Oh, there we go. Electrike is evolved. Or should I say shoelace? I might do a quicker stream today. I think, well, first time I went 3 hours. The second time I think I went like, I don't know, I think I went 2.5 hours or so. Probably, at most, probably go for 2 hours today. But I thought I'd just jump on just to at least get something done today with streaming as far as streaming goes. Let's actually see if we can get, you're actually a little bit behind on experience. Let's see if we can just try with you. Or rather, you don't have any moves. I'm just going to give it an experience share. I'm not even going to try. It's going to be very difficult to fight with him for now. And I think I picked up the charcoal. So let's go ahead and give that to him. There we go. Traveling indoors would be so much quicker if you could use the running shoes in Gen 3 games. It was nice that they updated that in Gen 4. Let's try Rock Throw. Oh, there's a miss. 10%. It's unfortunate. Let me actually see how much Ember does. I feel like Rock Throw is a safer bet to kill. Let's give you some more experience. Oh, perfect. Now, finally I can use this wing attack some more. For a while, it's nice these Pokemon are starting to get more and more useful now. It's good. I think that's one of the most satisfying things of Pokemon. Just when they're finally good and ready to fight from their weaker stage, and you can see them getting stronger. Go back this way. School Kid Georgia or Georgia. Push. Can we one-shot it? Ooh, nice. We did. Perfect. Beautiful eye. Actually, you know what? Overheat would actually be really good for this. Rocco's double effective, but Overheat is just super high base power, and it's stab, and a crit. Wow, I wonder if the crit mattered. I mean, I know Beautiful Eye is pretty fragile, but Slugma's pretty weak too. Maybe it didn't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go over here to turn this switch off. I always wonder how much it costs for the Trick Room Master who just has all this money to change his house to all these ridiculous puzzles and everything. And then all these people who randomly show up in here too. And they get stuck in here. In the NPC Pokemon Purgatory. Trickmaster is smart. I don't know. Seems kind of crazy to me. Timer Ball. Won't need to catch anything else for the rest of this game. We already got our team. Well, actually, I might need to catch probably something for HMs. I don't know. I might just teach HMs to my team members, though. It's just easier that way when you do it. You don't have to sacrifice somebody in the party to use HMs. I want to say each gym leader should have a new trick room, so I think it starts with the second one. Oh gosh, I need Rock Smash. This might be a moment where I just teach Rock Smash to somebody. Who do I want to teach Rock Smash to? I think I'm just going to teach it to her, Teriyama here. I know I'm going to give it Brick Break later. I'm going to give it Brick Break later, but that won't be for a while. Not until Pseudopolis, and then that'll be... I don't even know what fourth move I'll do with anyways, so I think I'll probably be fine for now. If I need to get rid of another move, I can get rid of Arm Thrust. I keep coming back to the same place. Well, every time I see you, you don't move at all. Let's change. Alright, let's Vital Throw. Should hopefully kill it. Super effective. Perfect. First level up for Cacnea and 0 speed. Wonderful. Not sure if I mentioned this before. I know I mentioned it for Slugma, but I think I've had everyone on this team before in some sort of Pokemon playthrough, except for Cacnea and Slugma are the first ones I've never had them on a team before. So usually when I do a Pokemon playthrough, any kind of Pokemon playthrough through any game, I usually like to have, if he's got Geodudes, actually that might be good for Cacnea. Let's try Cacnea, even though he only has Absorb, that still might be good enough. I usually try to mix it up, though, with Pokemon that I'm familiar with, and then Pokemon that I've never had before. At least usually one or two Pokemon that I've never used before. I mean, I know the list gets smaller and smaller every time I do a playthrough, but I don't want to do too many Pokemon that I'm unfamiliar with, because I feel like then it gets a little bit, I don't know. I like to have the ones that I like, the reliable ones that I like, mixed in with ones that I'm not sure about. You can actually try to Leech Seed this thing. It might be a little bit of a slower battle, but that's okay. Oh, okay. You did want to really want to make it a slower battle. Yeah, because if I have too many of the same Pokemon, then it just feels... I mean, I like those playthroughs, but it does feel nice to try new Pokemon. Sometimes I'm surprised, sometimes I like them a lot more, sometimes I'm disappointed though. Like, I think last time I played Platinum, I think I had a Lumineon on the team. I'd never had a Lumineon on the team before. And I actually kind of like the thing. I like that thing. Its cry is very funny too, just to hear that loud fish noise. Awesome, yeah. Cacnea is holding up. And no defense that time. Pin Missile, as bad as Cacnea's moves are, we might need to take that. Growth actually may not be a bad option to save for now. For a slower battle, I can actually probably use it to increase my special attack. I'm actually going to switch now. Because I'm paralyzed. And this thing might have, like, Rock Throw and probably end up just killing me if I don't switch. Oh, that's right, we have Surf now. That's when you really get a Water type. You officially have a Water type once you can get a Surf. Kind of like with any Pokemon too. Giving Water types Ice Beam as well. Alright, let's see who else I can maybe fight with those open. I'm gonna do Switch back now, just in case there's another trainer. I'm not sure, but we'll use you for now. Alright, got the skull. Yeah, there is one down there. I'll go and fight him. Oh, dang. Okay. I didn't realize I had to do that. Okay. I'm starting to feel sad. I don't know what's going on. Sounds like a true child right there. After I do this, I tried to do some training before I fought the 5th gym leader, but we were able to power through it just fine. So, but I might want to do some stuff on the side here. Because I know a lot opens up in Gen 3 when you get Surf. So I might go do some of those routes. Especially the ones like through through, not Petalburg, Dewford Town. So all those routes from Slateport all the way to Petalburg. The southern water routes. Because I know I believe I can get Ice Beam on that ship, which I can give to Marshtomp. Then I can also get Sludge Bomb, which I can give to Golbat. So that'll be good. Okay, how far can I get to the end here? I think I just pressed this one. Yeah. I already have a scroll. Trickmaster is coveted. This guy's really into himself. You're almost equal. The Hardstone. Another item I could give to Slugma, but I don't know. I mean, it's adamant, so it gets its low attack slightly boosted, but unfortunately it'll have its special attack reduced. But no, I'm not trying to rush this playthrough or anything. We're just taking it nice and easy. I'm gonna go heal. Just taking it nice and easy. So we'll get the stuff just along the way. Although I will probably use repels in the water routes, because those can get very slow and tedious when you're constantly running into Pokemon. But I'll try to fight most of the trainers along the way. But at least surfing is pretty quick in this game. The surfing, or the movement speed in surf, I should say. Because we definitely know how long surfing, all the surfing routes, you can definitely get lost in surfing in Gen 3 for quite a while. Although if you know what you're doing, it's not too bad. I actually didn't see where that was. Was it up here? Maybe it was up here? I don't know. Oh, there we go. I didn't see where it was, so I just kind of guessed. Strength. And I don't think I've taught strength to anybody yet either. Let's go and do that. I'm gonna have to use it. And now strength, who do I want to give that to? I guess I'll just give it to Swampert. That's a good physical move. Just give it a water gun. Yeah, at this point I'll probably just teach everyone. Actually, let me just look now. Who can learn Flash? Because I'll probably just teach everyone the HMs rather than going through. Okay. I can probably just give it to the Electrike then when I need to. Okay, let's start. I'm not sure if that was the only way to do that. All the fighting people. Yuji. Fighter Black Belt Yuji. How long? I wonder how long it takes to become a black belt. Like, is there? I know there's like dojos you can go to, but do they all follow the same regime, like, in order to become a black belt? Like, is there a common, kind of like I guess like a schooling essentially, or is it just kind of like they make up their own kind of rules and have different challenges that you have to do? Now, normally when I play with Zubat, generally, wait, did it get +0 special attack? Kakian's supposed to have good special attack. Oh, I have to go down. Okay. I have to go from the upside to move the boulder. But normally with Zubat, I usually get it to evolve pretty early. Or, excuse me, Golbat to Crobat. But this thing died a few times, so probably won't evolve till maybe a few levels later. But sometimes it'll evolve like right as soon as it hits the next level after his Golbat. Wait, did this reset? This resetted. It's weird. Can I go down here? Okay, I can. And then I gotta go on the other side. Wait a second. Okay. I was thinking that it was connected on the opposite side there. And then we'll just go up here. Go get the scroll, and then we're done. I think this might be the last one. I haven't been keeping track. Perfect for Golbat. Raven's another really cool Pokemon. A nice, good early Pokemon you can get. Really high attack. Although you can't really use its grass type in the game. Not that really you can use grass anyways, but its special attack isn't as high. So it really just becomes a fighting Pokemon. Smoke Ball. Okay, I think that might have been the last one, because they seem to be pretty close to my levels now. Or some of them were higher too. That Raven was 27, so I think that was probably the last one I could do for now. There might be one more, but I'm not sure. Okay, that was it. So what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go... I guess I can go down here, and then I can just do a big loop, and then I can go all the way back around until I reach Petalburg again. But if I want to, I could get a lot of experience off the Nectrite here. But I can try to... he's probably not going to get much. I'm going to leave it like that for now, but I'm going to use the Repel. Oh, I can sell that stuff. I'm actually... Dang it, I just used the Repel. I need to remember to sell that stuff. My inventory is going to get full. The nuggets and the Stardust. I probably didn't need to get Electrike 2 and Electrike at this point, because I had all the water routes. It's going to get so much experience if I want to use him to this advantage now. I didn't really have to do that, but oh well. Maybe we'll try to get Golbat to 25 here, see if it goes to Crobat. If not, then maybe I'll just change. Golbat can pretty much carry its own weight now. As long as it's not Zubat anymore. And we'll just keep using Wing Attack. Actually, since I can't kill it in the next Wing Attack, maybe I'll try to see if I can get it to flinch. Might be better. Perfect. And then we'll finish it. Wing Attack here. Yay, no zeros that time. Perfect. I always feel so defeated when a Pokemon gets 0 stat boost. It just feels like such a waste. But it's nice when they get, well, at least when they're weaker, at least one. Okay. PP up. I might give Giga Drain to Cacturne later, so I'll probably use PP ups on that. Since it only has 5. Gosh, they really had grass types in such trouble on me. At least they gave Giga Drain more viability later on by increasing its PP power points as well as attack power. I think they increased it to 10 power points and then eventually to 75 base power. Although by that point that they were increasing, I think it was Gen 5 that they had. I think it was in Gen 4 they increased the power points to 10, and then in Gen 5 I think they increased the power to 75. But by that point you had other options for grass moves, so you didn't necessarily need Giga Drain as your high damaging move, because you at least could use like Energy Ball and stuff. But I'll never understand what their thinking was for the grass type, as far as move options go. I mean, I guess they didn't want to overwhelm with too many moves in the first few games, but still, just some moves just had absolutely nothing. A lot of the TM were just kind of useless in the early games. They just not needed 4 HP. Wow, definitely had some EVs boosted there. Okay. No evolving yet. Wingle. I do hope that Metroid can will eventually have bites sometime soon. But I don't know when it learns it. Just so in case it gets stuck with like a water ground type or something. It's always good to have that. I'm gonna use Shockwave so I don't get the rough skin. I can also do the quest that gets me Thunderbolt for... There's no trainers there, so that would just be kind of a spam, repel, and get through the dungeon as fast as possible through New Mauville to get Thunderbolt. But I could do that. Who's gonna fight? I kind of want you to fight. I was hoping maybe to give you some more experience here. And I can't remember what character involves either. I think it's in the... I want to say it's in the 30s. This actually would have been good to keep out the Manectric. Even Slugma too. Let's just spam Surf. And... just switch. Oh man, I hate status conditions so much. Let me see, I get a full damage Surf because I'm going to kill the Beautifly, so maybe that'll kill. And that's not going to matter anyways. Critical hit. I love the critical hits that don't matter. Yeah, plus 0 special defense, but a lot of zeros. Remember, it's just a low IV Cacnea. Or it's just, I mean, I know it's not super strong, but still. Not super weak either. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm ready to heal that. I think I have a lot of Pecha Berries. That should be fine. I don't know why the check tag is the first one. Maybe if you're using berries for like different stuff a lot, maybe it's useful. I'm gonna roll my dice and see if I have probably, actually, do I have cherry berries? Do I have a good amount? Oh, I do. I'll just use one. So if I didn't have a lot, I probably don't need to heal it because I probably won't be using that too much. I think everyone else can kind of take care of most of the stuff here. So I need to remember to sell stuff and then use more repels, or buy more repels next time I go to the store. I say that now, but I'm sure I'll forget. Fisherman Carter. Just out here in the middle of the Pokemon route, fishing. Wonder how deep the water gets here. We need to get dive in certain places. I'm sure it's pretty deep. But then again, there's like these little islands, so I don't know if it's like, I don't know. Can't be too deep, I would think. 0 speed. Gosh, you just get 0 something every time. Oh. I don't want Ingrain. It is always very nice to have an electric type in Gen 3 for these specific times of all these water trainers. Even though electric is only strong against 2 types, flying and water, those types are, I feel like, are just really common. So electric usually ends up being a very useful type on your team. But of course, I say that because I'm very biased. I love electric types a lot. I love the electric type. It's probably one of my favorite types. We'll just use quick attack. You know, we don't really need to put them save this PP for the electric moves. I mean, at least it's not. I mean, anything is more useful than a poison type, at least prior to Gen 6 before Fairy type. I mean, only being good against grass is just so limited. And then a lot of the grass types are like, have like a poison secondary typing. So they don't even really get the benefit of being weak to poison type. And then even with being good against fairy type, you still have steel, which is much better, a much better option to take care of fairy types. Steel is also one of my favorite types. I don't like the fairy type though as much. I haven't gotten as thrilled about that. I just felt like some of the fairy types that they put on, they just kind of slapped it on a lot of Pokemon. Nice, that's what I was hoping to find. I don't know, maybe I need to reread some of the Pokedex entries for these Pokemon, but I guess fairy type's kind of like a, since it is sort of like a fantasy type of thing, it's not, I guess it's up to their imagination of what they want to use fairy type on. Because like someone like Mawile, I'm just not really sure why that Pokemon would be a fairy type. Or Mr. Mime. But I guess since it is like a fantasy type, I guess technically anything could have that secret fantasy power, have a fairy type slapped on it. Ooh, good stack gift, all 3s and 2s. I'll take it. We'll just keep using the next right here. Oh, that's right, I can do that. I forgot I can do that bike route. Between, I might do that when I do the new, I might go do that, I can do Thunderbolt as well. I might just do a bunch of side quests today, and then I'll maybe get to Fortune, see how long we're out there. I'll just kind of do each little side quest, and see how long we're out after I finish each one. But I don't want Slugma to fall too far behind. And at least there's water Pokemon, so in the worst case, you could technically find. Oh, there it is. I was waiting for it. I knew it was coming soon. The full item backspace. Yeah, I need to get rid of some items. I already checked that one. And then here's the ship. I think I can get I think I can get the Ice Beam TM here, hopefully. Harbor Mail, I don't want that. But I can stay on the ground for all I care. And I think these people fight, I don't think they have water types all necessarily. Let's use some different people to fight. So many of the trash cans, they make you think you get something, but most of them are just empty. And I know the HM or TM for Ice Beam is in that room to the right there. But it's locked. I need to get the key. Probably just fake out and then kill it with Vital Throw, maybe? That's the only thing about my books. I know I would probably outspeed this, but having to sacrifice your priority for speed just to get a kind of a mediocre move off isn't super worth it always. The choke. Ooh, nice. I'm sure that crit probably mattered. Probably would have been in like the yellows or something, the lower yellows, if I didn't get that critical hit. I do like that I can run in here. Oh. You should probably leave if you're feeling queasy on the ship. And there's the dive. Escape rope. I could probably use that. Yay, it's a ship. Dive ball. Dive balls are cool, but not too many Pokemon you can use to catch those. Oh no, there's a lot of Pokeballs that are kind of limited on their usefulness. A lot of them, especially in the Gen 2, I mean, a lot of the designs and ideas on them are really cool for the Gen 2 Johto balls, but just a lot of them are very limited in what you can actually use them with. Like the Moon Ball. I mean, you would think the Moon Ball would have been perfect to have the same use of what basically the Dusk Ball has, because considering that Gen 2 started the day and night cycle, but no, it's just specifically used for Pokemon that evolved with the Moonstone, which is very limited. And a lot of the Pokemon are not too hard to catch anyways, like the Nidoran line and like Jigglypuff and all that, they're not too hard to catch. So it's not like you would really need to have an increased chance of that anyways. Something tells me that they're gonna have Volbeat in it, Illumise. I don't remember. Oh, they do. Wow, I was right. Nice. Guess I could just use Pin Missile. If that's really gonna do anything anyways. Oh my gosh. Tail Glow. An exclusive move for a Pokemon that doesn't even need that for it. Did that one survive too? Wow, it did. Oh man. Oh, I thought Illumise used Moonlight. It's okay, I should be able to kill Volbeat next time. Oh, they both did, okay. Oh, there's the cat, hungry again. Oh, you just got fed. What do you want? I'm not sure if my audio picked that up, cat, but he sure is letting me know that he wants something. Either attention or food, but probably food. Yeah, Volbeat and Illumise, another very forgettable duo. Just very weak, not really that interesting. They don't evolve. Gen 3 had a lot of those kind of forgettable duos, like Puzzle Minun, Volbeat Illumise, Survivor Zangoose. Okay, so there's a storage key. Okay, I guess I can get Ice Beam. Though. I was thinking there was more rooms here, more trainers to fight, but this actually went really quick. And like that, we're gonna get Ice Beam. Nice. And you're also required not only to put Surf on a water type, but also to give it Ice Beam. Required. And we'll get rid of a mud slap. And let's get out of here. Go back to the Nectrike. Oh wait, no, I got the wrong way. Gosh, this is running inside. Thank goodness they allowed you to run in there. Makes it so much quicker. I'd probably still be in like the first part. Gosh, if I had to walk everywhere. And let's do another Super Pro. Did I get an item here? Maybe. There might be an item on the other spot there, but oh well. Let's fight this guy. Tentacool. I always thought it was so interesting that I remember that episode. I think it was the first. I guess it was in the first season of Pokemon, the anime. That Tentacruel episode. I guess they were being disturbed by Team Rocket, and there was that giant Tentacruel that was like Godzilla in this small little harbor town. And there's just a bunch of Tentacruels. Gosh, I was like, whoa. I could imagine something like that in the actual game. It'd been kind of cool. So now every time I look at Tentacruel and Cool, I always think of that. The swimmer class always gets very little money. Horsea. A Pokemon that you wouldn't really necessarily find unless you were really looking for it. I think it's only available in like a very limited amount of routes, maybe, or maybe I'm wrong. But I know you have to use like the good or the super rod for it, probably. But it's not super common though. It's not like it's littered like Wingull and Tentacool and on the fishing routes, and then of course Carvanha are everywhere too for fishing. Although Kingdra I feel like isn't a terrible Pokemon to go out of your way for. If you can get it at a reasonable time. Especially in like prior to Fairy type, I mean only being weak to a Dragon type is pretty good. It's a really good defensive typing. And it's got really good, well-rounded stats. You just need to trade it the Dragon type. Although I'm not even sure where the item is for it. I think maybe the only way to get it is through Wild Horsea. I think there's like a 5% chance that Horsea has it. That might be the only way to actually get it. And here is a high-level Eagle. Wingull. You didn't choose this, but you kind of did when you ran into it, so. But I think I remember having to find one off of the Horsea when I was filling up my Pokedex in Emerald. And I have a cartridge of Emerald that I decided to finally go through and get the entire Pokedex. It was a lot of fun, a lot of grinding. And last stream when I was grinding in Mauville, that's kind of where I did a lot of the grinding. On those routes right there by Mauville, by refighting those trainers over and over. And I wasn't trying to be super efficient with it, I was just kind of taking my time filling it up. But a lot of the stuff I did, because I had played through Colosseum and XD at one point, and I used a lot of the Pokemon from there. I just traded them over, and then if I needed to breed them, like for certain ones that were higher up level, like I think, like for example, like Ampharos. I'm not sure, it might be in the Pokedex, I'm sure Ampharos might be, or at least it might be in the Safari Zone, but just as one of them I would use that, and then I would just breed it to get Mareep and like Flaffy and all that. Oh man, I didn't kill it. I was a little bit worried because it's Tentacool, but at least I didn't. get any value out of its turn here. Dang, I did not expect this outcome where Cacnea kills its target, but Manectric does not. But yeah, filling up the Pokedex was nice. I think I got everything in the game, everything except for Mew, Celebi, and Jirachi. Although I do have the Jirachi bonus disc, I just never used it to get the Jirachi. Oh, I think, is it only for Ruby and Sapphire? Does it work for Emerald as well? I'm not even sure. I haven't used it in a really long time. But Mew and Celebi are not even available. Celebi I don't even think is available at all. I think Mew is at least available through an event in Emerald, but I don't think Celebi was. Or at least not an in-game event, maybe like an in-person event. That you probably had to activate by going somewhere. Nice, another Supersonic Mix, we'll take that. Because you can, I think, yeah, you can pretty much get everything through. I think those are the only things you can't get. Because you can get the legendary birds through, well, I guess you can get them through XD. So you catch Shadow, you get Lugia. You get the 3 legendary beasts of Johto through Colosseum. Same with Lugia. You get Mewtwo through Fire Red Leaf Green. And then all the Hoenn Pokedex is obviously in the Hoenn. You just need to trade the ones that are not available in Emerald. So I guess you would need Ruby and Sapphire. I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the minimum requirements are, but I do have all of the like Gen 3 games anyways. So I wasn't too worried about that, but I know that there are like places to look up online, like the exact minimum requirements of games that you need to cover the entire Pokedex. And if I can remember correctly, I did look at those just out of curiosity. I think Leaf Green is technically required because it's the only location in Gen 3 to get, I think, the Slowbro line, because it's a Fire Red, or it's a Leaf Green exclusive, so it's not in Fire Red, and it's not available in any other game. It's not in the Hoenn Pokedex, and it's not a Shadow Pokemon to catch in Colosseum or XD. Which, gosh, the Gen 3 was honestly one of the biggest like pay-to-win games for filling up your Pokedex, probably before even, it was way before ahead of its time in terms of like DLC and all that. Because you had to literally, if you wanted to help fill up your Pokedex, you needed to essentially buy XD or Colosseum and then have the adapter to trade to your game. Perfect. And now we have a nice, good stab option. Not that we're going to get any super effective damage out of Sludge Bomb, but at least we'll be able to use it for good. Just neutral damage on a lot of things. And we get rid of Leech Life. Leech Life is just so useless until it got a buff. I think it was Gen 7 where he got that. Maybe it was Gen 6? I don't know. But it was not, it was much needed. And then they also gave it as, they also put it as a TM, so a lot of Pokemon could actually use it, which was good. I think it was, what is it, buff 7? They buffed it to base 70 power? Or maybe it was base 80? Which is really good. So we got Ice Beam, we got Sludge Bomb. Another TM quest we can do would be Thunderbolt in Mauville. We could also do the trainers on the bike route there. Oh my gosh, there's the 1 pixel red. At least that's the first time it's happened this stream, but gosh, last stream that happened so many times where they would live with literally 1 HP left. But maybe we'll get more lucky. That won't happen as often. He'll just die. We'll get the higher rolls. Probably should have just used Mud Stomp here just to ensure. Probably would have killed it with Mud Shot. Or we got the higher roll there. Unless the IDs for HP and special defense were different on that one. Do I need this? I don't even know what this is. A protein. I guess I could use it. I could sell it, but not that I really need to. Honestly, I don't even know what you can use the tiny mushrooms for in this game. In most games, I'm not even sure what the tiny mushrooms can be. I know there's like people who collect them, but I'm not really even sure if they give you anything or if they just give you more money than you normally get. I'm not actually too sure. Let's give it to you. You rely solely on attacks, so we'll just give it to you. Ooh, another high-level wild Pokemon. Maybe it's a Pelipper? No. 31 Tentacool, wow. I kind of don't want to fight this, but let's just fight it, I guess. I hope I don't regret this. It doesn't do something annoying. Okay, that's fine. Just no crit. Okay. I think those will be decent experience. It's higher level. You know, I'm not sure if you're a Gen 3 swimmer, I'm not sure it's a good idea to swim out in the water here. Just considering the high amount of Carvanas and Sharpedos that are out in the water, I don't know if I would want to be a swimmer out in these games. And Tentacool too, keep in mind, which would not be fun at all. They're literally floating all over the place. They're so common. Is this item? Oh, it is. Another heart skin. Let's go get that item then. Probably not even that great. Oh, an iron, okay. Does it matter? I'll just give it to you. You have a weakness to ground type. We'll just make sure you have at least a little bit better defense. I think there might be like one trainer or two over on the side where Regice's chamber is, but I'm not gonna worry about that. This is the part of the game where it kind of opens up a lot, so there's a lot of things to do and a lot of side quests. Oh. Carvana. Do Shockwave. Not that it matters, well, I guess Shockwave's that rough skin, but anything super effective on Carvana will just kill it. It's so frail. I think it's like one of the most frail Pokemon in the game. Even surprisingly more frail than a lot of like the baby Pokemon. I mean, at least it has higher like other stats, but geez. Same with Sharpedo, being a fully evolved Pokemon. Nice. Whaler, they're a cool Pokemon. I mean, they're just whales, but there's something to appreciate with how big they are. There's Super Repel guy. I think I'm almost done though. We are just mowing through these water trainers with electronic. Fortunately, they don't really have very many Barboach or Wishcash out here. A lot of the trainers don't, at least. So you can just spam your electric Pokemon on these trainers a lot. Let's get a level. Let's go for it. Perfect. Critical hit. Okay. And go this way. Just stop by the heal. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sometimes using a joystick to control the Machbite can be a little bit difficult sometimes. So I'm playing on one of those GameCube-like Switch controllers. So it has a USB port, but it's kind of like modeled like a Switch Pro controller, but in the form of like a GameCube controller. I know that sounds like kind of a lot there, but kind of confusing. But that's, if you know what I'm talking about, then I'm sure you've seen them before or have one, because they are pretty common. One of the early routes. We were there the other day. Ooh, Repel just wore off. Actually, let's go back to you, because we're going to run into Tentacles if we keep you up front. Or at least higher level ones. So let's make sure we don't do that. And we're just about an hour now, so we haven't done too much as far as progression. Just kind of doing the side stuff. And we've actually made a circle back around here. So we can go through this way maybe, I guess. And then I'm going to change back to Slugma. They should be good enough for Slugma to fight, I hope. Yeah, definitely. It's not even a terrible experience either. After experiencing it, it's kind of like what some of the wild Pokemon would give it. I could give it Rock Tomb, but I don't really need to, I guess. Most of the TMs in this game aren't too amazing from the leaders. I guess if you're trying to look for more like setting up battles, and Bulk Up and Calm Mind aren't bad. Facade is kind of, I mean, everyone, I think most Pokemon pretty much can learn that, but it's kind of more of a situational. I mean, powering it up along with Guts can make it really good, but most of the time you're not going to want to rely on that. Too inconsistent, I guess, against AI, unless you want to keep yourself like with like a burn status, and then just like sweep everything. Because having paralysis would be too frustrating. And then poison, you would travel around it, it would eventually whittle your health away. Yeah, this is good for Slugma. Picking on the little ones. That's what Slugma needs to do. back into the fight. So yeah, we're just at the Alamo now. Just doing all this skippable stuff. I won't do every side quest, but I'll try to do some of them. I can go back through Meteor Falls, but I'm not going to do that. I could do that route where Jigglypuff is, but I might sit. I won't do that right now. I might fly. Once I fly, I might fly back to Rustboro. It'd be kind of inconvenient. I guess I could cut through the cave, but not really worth it. Hoenn has a pretty decent setup to where you can cut through stuff without HMs. It won't take you too long as you use like repels, so you can get through stuff pretty easily, but it's still probably most ideal to just wait until you have fly to do a lot of the older stuff. Side quest, go back. Okay, 10 more levels. I would say it's not too bad with Slugma, but of course I haven't used it very much. I've been mostly training with Experience Share, and then it's been fighting like the weaker stuff. I actually did not know this trainer was here until until I was much older. Like I'd play these games so many times, but I didn't know until I was probably like a teenager that this trainer was here. Let's try Rock Throw. Maybe that'll do more. Okay, if it didn't kill the Abra, I would have been very skeptical of Slugma. Actually, I don't think I fought that fisherman there. I think I meant to come back to fight him. Fisherman Dale. Ah. If it has Liquid Ooze, this would be unfortunate. Man, they've been missing with Supersonic. We're getting much more lucky with RNG this stream. Last stream they were hitting every like Supersonic. I was getting hit in Confusion a lot. And let's use you. And they kept living on 1 HP every time. So many times, like probably I lost count, but it was definitely over like 10 times at least. It was probably like in between 10 and 20 times for just one stream. Okay, now let's go back to Kakia. And then should be able to talk to Watson at this point and try to get Thunderbolt. So close. Is Wailmer really faster than a Cacnea? Is there something on that? What the heck? That's actually really weird. A level 26 Cacnea is slower than a... I mean, Wailmer's not even that fast. And it's also 9 levels lower. Or 11 levels lower. Oh no. Maybe I missed something. We don't want Amnesia. Let's just go back to you. But yeah, let's do the quest for Thunderbolt. Many more repels. Okay, that should be good. We'll use Marshtomp for this route. A lot of the electric stuff here. And I'm just gonna go through. I'm not even really gonna worry about the items so much, just because a lot of them are gonna be electrodes. Okay, I did need to push that button. Oh, I guess I do have to get some of them to put to them. Voltorb. I always liked the shiny Voltorb with the blue, especially in Gen 3. It just has like a very deep blue and it looks really nice in Gen 3. I always wondered how though Voltorb and Electrode were so fast. Maybe their Pokedex entry like mentioned something about that, but do they just like roll extremely fast or something? Or need to go back up. Okay, I don't want to push any buttons yet until I kind of know where I need to go. I think up here now. Wait, is this no? Can I get through here, or do I need to push a button? I think I need to push this button here. Like I said, there's probably some items here, but most of them probably really aren't worth it. Thunderstone. I think, is Pikachu the only Pokemon? Yeah, I guess because the only two Pokemon, I think, up to Gen 3 that used a Thunderstone were Pikachu and Jolteon, right? Or Eevee to Jolteon, but Eevee is non-existent in Gen 3. And I'm going to, wait, I'm looking for Escape Rope. There we go. Is my Super Repel still active? I guess we'll find out. I can't remember now. I hope I can buy more Super Repels at the mart here. And well, I'm going to do the Mauville stuff here real quick. I'm going to sell everything that I don't want. We're doing a fire sale here. Make some more bag space. Oh, I thought I got both. I'm just gonna sell the Thunderstone as well. These items I could have a use for them at some point, so we'll hang on to them for now. And then Everstone, am I gonna even need that? I'm not gonna need the Everstone. Let's see if I need to buy anything. Is I buy any more Super Repels? Where did I buy them from? I don't think I can even buy repels here. Maybe at Burn and Turf I can buy some. Let's go check real quick since it's literally right down the street. And then I'll pick up the Thunderbolt after. It's only like 30 seconds. Oh man, I actually can't buy any repels here? Oh man, dang it. I only have one now. Just have to rock with one then. That should be fine. There's really only, to get to Fortree, there's really only one section that has a lot of grass to get through. Let's see if these trainers won't battle me now. Dang it. Still no battle, huh? Jeez. I don't think at least one person would want battle at this point. And there's Thunderbolt. Just like Ice Beam is required on water types, Thunderbolt is required on an electric type. And if you're a physical electric type, well, I feel sorry for you. There really weren't any physical electric types, I don't think, until Gen 4. Do we want... No, we don't need Shockwave anymore. I mean, I know Electabuzz, I guess, had like, probably the higher attack stat, other than like maybe... Oh, there we go, there's someone who Wyland wants to battle. Other than maybe like Raikou and Zapdos. I don't think anyone else did, though. Or I guess Raichu, I don't think had terrible attack either. Maybe it actually has... Yeah, I don't think it actually has terrible attack, now that I think about it. Let's try you. But finally they want to battle. Can I one-shot it with Overheat? If I can't, then... Let's see. Oh, dang it. I missed. Perfect. I can't one-shot it. So if someone finally did reroute, so okay, confirmed it does happen. I don't know why, if the odds maybe increase after certain gym leaders. I don't know actually how exactly that works. I'm gonna save real quick too. Yeah, I think we're at a little over an hour. Maybe I'm gonna start going through the route towards Fort Tree. But I don't know how far I'm gonna go. It's a little over an hour, and I don't know. I don't want to do as long today. Definitely don't want to do more than like 2 hours today. Let's go this way. See, now we haven't really been using Marshtomp, but we haven't needed to use Marshtomp at all, which is nice. Not having to rely on it. Let's see if we can fake out a Overheat. Actually, Overheat's not a terrible option. At least gives you something. Makes your Slugma at least not terrible. Okay, hopefully we can kill it with... Oh, we're gonna need at least 3. Dang it. Could have, we got 3. But hopefully we should be able to kill it as long as we hit the prop throw. We don't want to interview you. Oh, that's right, he gives the good run. I don't want the good run. I don't really need it. Unless I need it for Psyduck. Actually, maybe I will pick that up. So I might need it for... I might need a Psyduck or Golduck later. Dang, I can almost one-shot it with Arm Thrust. Or maybe, I don't even know, where do you even get Psyduck and Golduck? Maybe it's in the Servari Zone. I think it might actually be in the Servari Zone. I'll just pick it up in case that it's you can fish for it. Although I don't know if you really can fish for a Psyduck. I don't actually think you. Most of them you surf for, but I don't remember any surfing route that has one. The one thing that is there is a lot of surfing routes in Gen 3, but there really isn't a lot of like Pokemon diversity. There's not really a lot of different things you can catch in the water as far as like surfing goes. It's mostly just like the Wingull Tentacool, and then the more rarely like Wailmer, which is kind of disappointing. I feel like if they had added more stuff, that would have made it more interesting. Dang it. Never a good idea to have a slow Pokemon up front. I don't want to use. I'm not going to use the repel yet. I think these are bird people. Actually, I'm gonna use the Nectrite here because these are bird trainers. I'm gonna change the experience share to now. Just kind of going back and forth between the cargo or excuse me, Slugma, Catnea. Give it the trouble. Yes, switch. Ooh, I thought I was going to be able to make it through without running into it. So close. And then this is the opening theme for the game into a route. I wasn't sure if she was a trainer. I wasn't sure if she maybe gave you berries or was a trainer, but I guess she is. And she's got grass types. Let's go with Thunderbolt. She has more grass types, I'm sure. I'll switch after. Oh, dang it. That's unfortunate. Okay, just don't get paralyzed, because this can get way more frustrating than I wanted it to. Awesome. Alright, we will switch now. And then, yeah. Of course, an electric type getting paralyzed. Gotta love it. Oh man, I thought that would kill. Oh my goodness, she's just being so annoying. Attacking is not too terrible right now. Well, I guess it is getting pretty low stat gains. But it would probably be manageable, kind of like Slugma is in a way. But it just doesn't have any moves. I mean, Absorb and Pin Missile are like its only damaging moves right now. So I know I need to eventually get it Giga Drain, and then I think it'll get Feint Attack soon. And then I don't know when it gets Needle Arm. If it gets Needle Arm, then definitely that. Let's use these. And I'm gonna put you back up front. Hopefully we can maybe get an evolution with Gold out here. I want you to fight the double battle. Oh, again, Dustox and Beautifly. Didn't know that. Let's see. Oh, you use Protect. Wow. Oh, both of them got to 26. Nice. 4 HP as well. That's good. And actually, these fighting moves are going to do like absolutely nothing to you. But, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah. I don't think Vital Throw would have killed either. Although if I had gotten the Fake Out off, I'm sure that probably would have been good. Oh man, this is... Honestly, I think I'm best off using Leech Seed, because both of these Pokemon are not going to be able to do damage to this thing. Because Absorb definitely would not have killed. Yeah, I think that was my best option there, funny enough. Pretty sad when Leech Seed is your best damaging move. Did I already check down here? I think so. Yeah. And I don't need to go through there. I don't need to do the Berry House. Let's use an item. Alright, so my only Super Repel that's left. Let's make it count. Wait, did I not use it? Or is it because the level? Let me just make sure I used it. Okay, because it went kind of fast, so I wasn't sure if I had actually used it. Okay, I need to switch. I'm not even getting value out of this. Hyper Potion. Not too bad. I think this is a bug catcher. I want to use... I would like to use... Golbat here. Try to get a Golbat. If I can't kill the wing attack, I might want to switch, because... Yeah. They used a slash on me, it actually probably could have killed with my defense being lowered. Even with the crit too. Okay, let's see how oppressive the encounters are. At least we can run away with Golbat. Or should be able to. I want to fight some of these trainers, though. I may not fight all of them. Bug types. Can't really use Slugma as much. Just, even though they're bugs, but the rain would kind of make them not as useful. We'll just spam Wing Attack against these guys. Then we'll be able to get Fly shortly after. You know, I can't remember. I think actually in Gen 3, I think to get Fly, I don't think Golbat or Zubat can Fly, right? I'm not even sure about that actually. Maybe I'm assuming obviously for Gen 2, and maybe even Gen 1 as well, obviously. I know even in Gen 1, Red and Blue, Charizard couldn't get Fly. I don't think it was until Yellow that it could actually get Fly. But yeah, I don't think Zubat or Golbat can get Fly still. I don't think it's until Gen 4 that they can get that. Oh my goodness. That's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. It lives on 1 pixel and it paralyzes me. I should have just gone with Wing Attack. Dang it. I should have known. Dang. Oh, it's because it's raining. I was like, why did it heal so little? I forgot about that mechanic, that it heals less in the rain. Get that nonsense out of here. Having to heal Paralyze a lot. Everyone's using stuns for. It's very annoying. AIs are so annoying with status conditions. They just spam it on you. Accuracy and all that. Just to make your time hard and miserable. Volbeat. It is raining. I think I'm going to get to the Weather Institute and call it from there. Because that'll put me close to the 2-hour mark. Getting a little tired today. I don't know how often I'm going to stream. I'm going to try to stream around this time for the rest of this week, maybe. For most of it. I don't know. Probably not every day, but as much as I can. Still, I mentioned this last time, I'm still working on the edited video. I haven't made too much progress on it, honestly, though. But at least streaming is something I can jump into just right away. I don't have to worry about too much tedious stuff. At least I can just jump into it now that I have everything set up. So that's good. Oh, still no evolution here. That's unfortunate. Oh, another super repel. We take those. Dang, dude, this guy's really moving here. Oh, I guess do they turn based on your movement? I'm actually not even sure about that because that's what it seemed like. We'll fight these trainers here. Well, using Protect, that sucks. Yeah, I just loves wasting your time with status conditions, protecting, anything they can do to make your journey longer. Oh, Feint Attack, there we go, that's good. Finally, it has at least something. Okay, I'm honestly gonna get rid of Pin Missile. I feel like I might even use Growth more than I would even think about Pin Missile. All of those moves just not good in the earlier games. I think they even buffed because Pin Missile was it I think I saw it was like base 14 attack and 85 accuracy. I'm pretty sure they increased both of those later on. I think accuracy got increased to 100 base power, and then the attack for pin missile attack got increased to from 14 to 25. Not that they're amazing with those, but if you have like skill link or technician, then you can actually they actually become at least somewhat viable. So at least they made them usable, at least for some Pokemon later on. And Kata, you're doing it wrong, Bug Catcher. If you have a bug Pokemon that hasn't evolved at a higher level past like 20 something, you're playing the game wrong. You got two Ninkatas that aren't evolved. I'm pretty sure they evolve at like level 20. You get the Shedinja as well. Although I'm not surprised they didn't put Shedinja in like on a random NPC, or for the most. I don't know if they're actually where there is a Shedinja in this game. Just because I feel like a lot of kids would probably get frustrated if they can't hit it with most of their attacks. They can't spam surf on it with their starter, but they had a fire type, I'm sure they could. But if you're doing a speed run, that would be pretty hectic if you're doing a speed run and you obviously would want to start off with Swampert, but then getting stuck. So Swampert, I don't think can learn anything to hit it. Well, the raining in the game. You know, I didn't realize in Gen 2, it wasn't until a little while later that I did realize that it actually had weather mechanics in the game. I always thought Gen 3 introduced weather mechanics, but I guess because the weather mechanics are kind of an afterthought in Gen 2. They didn't really use them. It wasn't until Gen 3 with like abilities where you could set it up like rain, or with like drizzle, and whatever Groudon's name is, I can't remember, and Sandstorm that actually made it more prevalent, and also being in the overworld, like through routes and stuff like this one. Oh my goodness, these people are just spamming this. It's so irritating. But yeah, it wasn't until these games that it actually became more noticeable. Or I should just give it to hold on to. A full restore? Are you serious? A ranger? I'm actually playing Pokemon Ranger right now on the side. The game's okay. I like it, but some of it can feel kind of annoying when you're trying to avoid a Pokemon and keep encountering it. I also, oh my gosh, I've used almost all my cherry berries on just this one route. I think this is the 5th time I've gotten paralyzed. I might switch Golbat here then, rather than healing it again. I don't want to use all of my cherry berries, but I guess I can buy full heals maybe when I get to Fortree eventually. We're just gonna stay with you, it's probably the best option. Although I do know the trainer up ahead has a Breloom coming up. I'm just gonna kill it. Oh, dang it. Okay, I was gonna say, we've been getting lucky with the paralysis, but just right there. I didn't want to jinx it, but so I was gonna say it, but I was gonna wait until after that turn. Okay, that should do like no damage. 6, okay, I was actually surprised it did that much. I was gonna do like 3 or 4. Perfect. Alright. Confuse Ray. You don't need Astonish. Now we can annoy the AI with our status inflictions. Oh man, I still didn't get it. Dang. Here goes like all my cherry berries. And let's use a Soda Pop. The reason I remember they had a Breloom is because, well, two reasons. One of them is because a lot of these trainers rebattle you. I remember rebattling them a lot. I would run this route to rebattle them. This camper and then the one I just fought previously. But also with this one, this is one of the moments where I used Thunderbolt. It was the first time it ever happened to me. And I mentioned this on the last stream where this glitch happens where if you use Thunderbolt, this weird audio thing can happen when your sound is on, and it'll just keep playing this like constant static noise. And it sounds like your game is breaking, but it'll still play fine. The only problem is that it won't go away until you actually turn off the game and turn it back on. And when I was fighting that Breloom, I remember that's when the first time it happened to me. I think it was actually on a Manectric that I used it on. I used Thunderbolt. I'm not sure why I was using Thunderbolt on Breloom, but there I was. Maybe that was why the game was telling me, was punishing me for using an electric move on a grass type. But then that was after that happened. I was really confused about it, and then I think it happened again, and I'm pretty sure it was probably Manectric. It might have been the same game, honestly. It was an Emerald copy, but I was obviously training it up and using Thunderbolt again. I had the sound on that it happened again. It was on one of the routes by Mauville where I was training up, where I was refighting all those trainers over and over, and it happened again. And then at that point, I think that was when I looked it up and actually found out that it is a documented glitch that happens in Emerald. Let's see. Another Hyper Potion. Oh my god, you're in for some pain. Not really sure what that means. Dang it. These are the moments why I wish I had a non-electric move. I don't think... This thing doesn't have Arena Trap, right? Okay. I don't remember what... Maybe it's Compound Eyes for Nincada? Yeah. We'll put this around the 2-hour mark if I get to the Weather Institute. Coughing. I'll just stay with you. Just keep spamming Wing Attack like we have this whole route, pretty much. Oh, self-destruct. Perfect. Well, okay then. Didn't kill though. That's nice. And we'll just use Wing Attack. Probably could have tried Slugmaw instead of Dock Throw. Maybe that would help double super effective. So I don't think there's too much. Well, maybe that wasn't a good idea. It wouldn't have been a good idea with this thing, because it easily could have gotten dicey with this thing using Double Team. Okay. There's another item over there. I don't need it. Pretty sure these are all bird catchers. Yeah, we'll just keep using Manectric here. Oh, dang, I need to move Spark out of that spot. I keep just spamming A there. Critical hit. Maybe I'll do some of the stuff for the Weather Institute. We're not quite 2 hours yet. Maybe I'll just go a little bit further here. Let's see if we can get lucky with Arm Thrust. I figured if we can outspeed, it doesn't really matter if we use Arm Thrust or Vital Throw. Because I figured 2 Arm Thrusts would kill it, 2 sets of Arm Thrusts. And even if 1 Vital Throw would kill it, it would still only get to attack once, either way. If I use 2 Arm Thrusts or 1 Vital Throw, if it outspeeds me. Probably didn't explain that super well, but... Team Magma, you quit meddling. Probably just switch here, because even it might have a focus. At least you don't have to fight an absurd amount of grunts like you do in kind of like Kanto. You have to fight so many Team Rocket grunts in those games. I need to move Thunderbolt. I keep forgetting to do that. You have to fight so many of those grunts, like through the hideout and through the Silph Co. Let's go back to you. I guess you fight a decent amount of the grunts here. Yeah, they're kind of, I guess they're just more scattered throughout the game. They're just not clustered in like 2 major areas. Dang, this thing has like no special defense. It keeps getting 0. Well, I guess its defense isn't much higher either. I don't think its special defense is being lowered, is it? Maybe, oh, I bet you relaxed probably is. I feel like it lowers, probably raises, oh no. I don't know, because Rash I think raises special attack, lowers special defense. That's what I was thinking it maybe did, but I don't think that's the case. I think it has something to do with like special defense though, or maybe speed. Maybe it raises defense, lowers special defense? I don't know. It's one of those natures I never really pay attention to. There's very few natures that I have. There's like a handful of them that I have memorized, but other ones, not really. And then of course, like, once Heart Gold Soul Silver came out, I think those were the first games where you could actually just see the entire, like what natures did. It would indicate it by having like the text blue for ones that it lowered, and then red for the ones that it raised. So then it like basically got rid of the need for memorizing all of them or looking up. I remember when we first saw that when those games came out. I remember being like so impressed by that at the time. Being like, oh, finally, I don't need to memorize everything. Although I already had the main ones memorized, like Adamant and Modest. And then I realized for competitive, Jolly and Timid are very useful. It's good. Harry was good for this. All these dark types. I was thinking about getting rid of Arm Thrust, but good thing I didn't, because I don't want to have to be outsped every time to use my Throw. What was it? See that? I'll just switch. I don't want to deal with it. Yeah, I don't want to forget, so I'm gonna do it now. Although every time I mention those glitch, every time I use Thunderbolt, I'm always still a little bit scared to use it now still. We haven't used Marshtomp very much this stream. Gosh, time actually kind of flew by this time. I feel like I guess because the other streams I was getting through a lot of the gym leaders, but this one I haven't gone through any gym leaders, and it's already almost at the 2 hour mark. There's just so many. When the surf opens up, there's just so many different things to do. You get lost in doing all of that, getting all the side quests. Admin Courtney. Let's fight her. I'm gonna just see if I can just kill it with Vital Food. Well, critical hit. Not probably did matter. I don't know. Maybe it didn't. Let's just stay in with Harryama. Let's just keep spamming Vital Flow, even though it's gonna intimidate. Okay, well, if we can hit this, then we'll definitely kill it. But the battles do go a lot smoother once your team finally gets to a nice little power level. You're like, all these battles have gotten much better. Or at least you can manipulate them to your advantage by putting an electric type at the fire party and going through all the water trainers. There we go, one shot. Perfect. We're probably really close to Cactus in there. I think it's in the 30s. I don't know. I want to say it's like 30, like lower 30s. I was thinking it was either high 20s or low 30s. But maybe by next stream we can get Cacturn. Okay, I know I said I was going to stop at the Weather Institute, but we're right there at Fortree. Let's just fight the rival and get to Fortree real quick. Because that'll be a good stopping point. And then she'll give us Fly, too. And I can check and see. Actually, I'm really curious to see if Fly can be taught by Golbat, because I can't remember. I could have sworn it was only Crobat that could learn it, at least until Gen 4. Gosh, this Numel must be miserable right now, just being ground fire type, sitting out in the rain. Magnitude 7. Okay. That's fair. So let's see if that crit mattered on the other Numel. I don't think that crit did matter because the other Numel was level 28. Ooh, nice. Good level up. Another 4 HP. Only 2 attack, though. I think that's pretty low. Let's just spam Thunderbolt on it. I think this. Oh wait, no. There's still one more rival battle. I always think this is the last one. I forget. There's the one in Lilycope where she still doesn't have the fully evolved starter Pokemon. They definitely made a weird choice with the rival battles in this game. Alright, let's use Crobat here. Okay, now we can use Sludge Bomb. I haven't used Sludge Bomb yet. Get some good use out of it. One of the few just pure grass types that's weak to a poison type. $18.60. Oh yeah, Cacnea, yeah, 32. Okay, yeah, so it was the low 30s. Okay, good. So then hopefully next stream we can get, maybe we can get to Magcargo at 38, I think is when it evolves, I believe. And then Crobat should hopefully evolve soon. Hopefully by level, I would think by level 30. But if we play for a while, we might get to 38, I'm not sure. If we keep the experience share on it for the whole time, we'll probably get there. But if not, then it'll probably fall behind. So I might keep it on there just to make sure it doesn't fall behind. Okay, let's see if I can teach you Fly. Crobat or Golbat. Not able. Okay, yeah, so yeah, it's only Crobat then that can learn Fly for the Zubat line. Let's just see if we can, maybe we can get enough experience here for it, because I saw I was getting close. Probably not. Ninjask just so fast. 1 damage, even with +2 attack. I mean, I know it's double resisted, but still, +2 attack. It's 2 stages. Okay, let's actually see if we can get you to 29 maybe. But there's one more trainer up here. So maybe we can get one more level off Golbat for. Maybe we can get Crobat. And then the last one will just be Swampert, which we'll probably get next stream. I don't know. If we actually decide to use it. Because I feel like I have not been using Marshtomp very much this stream. Which isn't a bad thing, or necessarily. Just it's good that the other team is getting to get some experience. It's getting caught up to Marshtomp, I should say. Probably should have used Bite to try to get it to flinch. Another coughing, huh? Okay. Well, if I wish I saved that last crit that I got for this one. Oh, it did more damage. It did almost half. So it must have lower IVs defense, or lower defensive stat, I should say. I don't think I can two-shot it, though. I feel like it's going to survive with barely. Not 1 pixel of red. It's like a couple there. So not as bad. So I kind of expected for it to land there, so I'm not too upset about that one. Okay, let's see if we can get Crobat here. All 3s and 2s, nice. And I'm gonna move the experience share back to. Oh man, I didn't get it. Put you up front so you don't fall too far behind. And I'll give you the experience share. And I'm just going to give you the black glasses now that you have Feint Attack. That's going to be more useful than Absorb and Miracle Seed. Even if it's like super effective. Black glasses, Feint Attack on character will just do way more anyways than Absorb would. Okay, so next stream, hopefully we can get Crobat, maybe Swampert, and then maybe Magcargo, depending on how long we go. But if I keep experience on it, then I'm sure we can. But we'll see, depending on how long we go. But thank y'all so much for watching. We're just under the 2-hour mark, but we'll go through at least through the 6th gym leader, and then maybe we'll do some of those surfing routes and everything. We'll see how far we get from there, because I know we got some of the. We're in the final stretch. Just about, but